Downstairs now for the manager show on the Anglers Extra pregame. And Coach, it is great to see you.
Oh God, it's so good to see you. This is a thrill. This is a real thrill. It's a lot of memories right now, a lot of good memories.
15 years on the air, 25 years for you here in this dugout where we stand.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the near term and then walk down memory lane.
Sure.
Back-to-back losses at the hands of Brewster. It seems like the middle innings, late innings bullpen, an issue over the course of this season so far. Your assessment?
You're exactly right. We're trying to figure that out, and I thought we got a really, a solid performance out of Reese Neer. Threw very, very well. He struggled a couple times earlier, and I thought that was a good job. He got chinked to death late. He threw, he gave up a couple base hits that they made good pitches on, and they just fought the ball off. So that was a positive out of that. And I thought Palante came in and threw well. So there were positive things in that game yesterday. I mean, we didn't win. We got out ahead. We did lose another lead, but I thought we hit the ball well. I thought we played well. Far better than the night before. So there was something to be positive on. I still have a lot of confidence. This team's okay. It's okay. It's got some talented kids. We can hit the ball. If we can get that pitching staff, just the issue is location. We're walking a few too many guys, and we need to be able to find our spots and better spots.
You've been at this for a while. Do you still second guess yourself as a manager, saying, "Oh gosh, I put him back out for another inning. He just struggled a little bit." Is that still something that creeps into your psyche?
Oh, absolutely. This isn't perfect, and Rob and I looked at one another after Reese went back out. I mean, we thought maybe we should have made the change, but this is a stretch. The main reason is the stretch we're on right now. We don't have a day off until next Thursday, so we're in a mid. It is a big haul, and we're going to go. I forget the number. It's some incredibly long stretch, and we've got to see if we can extend guys because we only have so many pitchers, and so many pitchers are on unofficial or official pitch count limits or some restrictions. So we've got to be careful how we work it. We don't want to hurt anybody. So that's a real big key. It's not like you can send somebody out there to 5 or 7 innings and you're happy, because we can't do that at this point. These kids don't have the stamina for that right now.
Taking a step back, the first 10 years in this league, you had peace and quiet, and then the broadcast shows up 15 years ago. Since that time, over that time horizon, what is the broadcasting, not just here in Chatham, but to this league, meant to players, to fans, to families?
You can't, it's now that the families from across the country can see their kids or hear what their children or their boys are doing, and it's, I always, I like to use people's lines, and Scott Pickler said it a long time ago, that the Cape Cod League is a league of opportunity. And it was, at one point, it was for the coaches and players, and now it's for everyone, the photographers, the announcers, the general managers, the interns. It's all about opportunities, and it's adding the announcers has been, a boom for everyone. Our kids are going, Scott Braun's on Major League Baseball Network. A number of our guys are doing professional, broadcasts. It's just fantastic. Couldn't be happy for those guys. And that's what this league is doing, and it's just doing it for everyone. And the fans now can hear their kids online. It's live. You can see it on the internet or you can hear it. It's fantastic. Which again, I played in the league in the 70s, and I'd have to call my parents and say, "Hey, this is what we did," and had to call collect back then too.
A quarter of a century in the dugout as a manager. What have been some of the biggest changes you've seen in terms of the game itself? Is the brand of baseball different, and if so, how?
I'd say no. It's pretty much the same. Again, when I first started in the league, not as a manager, we were still using wood at the time. I think that's changed. 25 years ago, some guys never used a wooden bat in their life until they got here. That has changed, has gone full circle, where most of these guys are coming with experience with the wooden bats because the travel ball, AAU ball, colleges use it as training devices. So it's not as big a surprise. But at first, in the 25 years ago, some guys were like, "Wow, this is a wooden bat, holy mackerel!" And they couldn't make the transition. It was very difficult for them to make the transition. Now it's a lot easier.
Speaking of change, a big one for you this season, back at third base, coaching on the field. What sparked that decision, and are you enjoying it? Are you a little rusty or what?
Not really. I thought it was okay. I mean,
like riding a bike?
Pretty much. I made a bonehead move in one of our games. I think it was against Harwich. I forget who it was, and I thought the shortstop was going to come in and make a backhand throw and flip to first base, and I whipped the guy around third, and oops, he ate the ball, and we had an out. I was a little greedy, a little over aggressive, and I tried to outthink the shortstop. And the 21-year-old mind's smarter than my 61-year-old mind, and he got me. But no, it's I did it for high school for a long time. I did it for the 9 years I was an assistant coach here. I just wanted to do it. I just it's I like doing it. It's a challenge. It's another part of the game that I like to do, and it keeps you in the game. And I have I've got 5, 6 outstanding coaches. I don't need to be in that dugout. I got my attack dog Bono and the other attack dog D'Antona. There's no problem in that dugout. So I'm out there having a blast, and it's a little bit easier. I feel comfortable running the offense, so I'm thrilled to be able to do it. It's a lot of fun. We've had some fun with it, and people are like you are asking, "Whoa, what's that?" So
Well, you're kind of back to your roots, as are we today. 15 years here on the Cape Cod Baseball Network. Guy and Dan with you for one night, and Coach, it truly is an honor and a pleasure to see you and to do another manager show one-on-one.
Thank you very much, Guy. Just great to see you, and I'm glad Dan's around. Dan's been around. We don't see you that often. We see too much of Duva, but it's okay. But no, thank you for being here. It's fantastic.
My pleasure. And with that, we'll kick it back upstairs to the aforementioned Dan Duva. Dan?